What's up YouTube, this is Shadowboy, the best qualifying YouTuber ever, back with yet another video. Today's video we're going to go into my CD collection. CDs are my collectible of choice when it comes to music. I don't really like vinyl because I didn't grow up in the time of vinyl, so I always collect CDs because that's the only thing I grew up with. I don't have a ton really per se, but I like to just naturally when I find one cool at like a Best Buy or a Half Price Books, I buy it. I don't really believe in buying them online as much just because I think it's more fun to hunt them down and stuff like that. Let's just get into my collection, guys. It's all music I really like and I'll talk about them more in depth too. So behind me is this collection right here, and I'm just gonna start with the front part and then we're gonna work our way down, and I have even more in a special area that I display. First one, this is probably my newest pickup, Nerds Fly or Die. Yeah, it's just a cool album. I thought the cover's really cool as well. And any NERD album is pretty sweet to collect, just because you don't see them too often too. As you can see, I found it at Half Price Books too for a steal. Also got a Clips album, another one that's very cool. I love this one the most. This is probably my favorite album from Clips, and this is really the only one I truly listen to on the regular. But it is really cool, and yeah, I like Clips, but I don't leave Lord Willin much. That's pretty much where I stay with them. Then we're gonna get into some Kanye ones. I have College Dropout, classic. Late Registration, classic. I used to not like this one, but now it's probably my favorite. Graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and last one I have is Watch the Throne. Which probably is one of my favorite rap albums ever, just because I feel like it was the first real rap album I liked, and it was like really good. I'm gonna get really random with these ones now. There's a lot of different variety in this one. The first one's gonna be one of my favorite albums ever, and that's Aerosmith's first album, self-titled. I love the cover to it. It's super cool, and there's so many good songs on it. When there's only 8 songs, there's at least 4 that are definite classics. And yeah, it's just really cool. I love Aerosmith. Aerosmith's probably my favorite rock band. I think they're like, to me, they're the definition of what rock should be. Now, changing it completely up, this one's kind of a flop one, but it was like, I was really excited for when it came out when I was younger, and that was Magna Carta from Jay-Z. I remember going to Best Buy and getting this with my friend, and yeah, I was like super excited for it. Then a lot of people hated on it, but I didn't understand why people were hating on it. I didn't think it was that bad. And kind of recently I went back to listening to it, and yeah, it was really that bad. Next is going to be Awaken My Love. This was one I got on release day as well. I was super excited for it. And yeah, I just really like it all in all. It's a great album. And it's something that's really different, that really changed it up. Next one is going to be Dreams Worth More Than Money, and this one I remember getting too. This one was, I was really excited for this one, and then this is the one that started the whole Drake beef, and then it got kind of weird, but I still love this one. This is a great one, that if you like Meek Mill, you should really check this one out. This isn't really an album, but I got it just because I didn't feel like collecting like a bunch of these because it would be really hard, because they only got 1 or 2 good songs on most of the stuff, and that's Run DMC. I just got like a playlist one, and yeah, it's a good one though. It has a lot of songs on it. Next one's gonna be either my favorite or second favorite from J. Cole, and as you can see right here, it is The Sideline Story. And yeah, it's a good one. I mean, I don't really listen to it at all anymore, but at the time period it came out, it was such a classic. It's a good representation of that time in the world, I feel like. Next one is Waka Flocka's Flockavelli. This was crazy to me. At first I didn't like it. I felt like every song sounded the same. But as I listened to it more and more, I'm like, dang, there's so many good songs on here. This is probably my favorite from Waka Flocka. Next is French Montana's Excuse My French. This was something I really liked back when it came out. I still think it was really good, and it's easily French Montana's best thing. I don't really care about his new stuff now, but yeah, this was sweet coming out. I love so many songs on this. Next is Trap Lord from A$AP Ferg. And yeah, this is one that A$AP Ferg, a lot of people didn't like A$AP Ferg, and just recently starting to gain more positive reception. But when he first came out, nobody really cared about him. They thought his voice was weird, nobody really liked him. But now people are really getting with him. And now a classic one in Channel Orange. You guys know everything about this. And yeah, I needed a physical of this. I thought it was so cool. It just looks so cool in every aspect. There's so much mystery with Frank all the time, and I think this really set the tone for that with how he made this. Next is Dr. Dre, 2001, The Chronic, you know it. Yeah, classic, and I love it. And then Travis Scott, Rodeo. I got this the day it came out, Rodeo came out. I literally went straight from school to get this one. And it was good, but yeah, I don't hear many people talking about it anymore. This is probably my favorite thing he ever made. I don't really care for the newer stuff too much, so yeah, this was a cool one back in the day. Next is At Long Last, ASAP. I really liked this one. It definitely wasn't as good as the previous one, but it had a lot of different flair to it, and I did appreciate that. Yeah, and I really like ASAP. I didn't really listen to his new thing though. Maybe I'll check it out eventually. Then I got One from the Beatles just because it's all their #1 tracks, and yeah, it's just something that has all the tracks, so I don't have to collect them all. A lot of my family has pretty much all of the Beatles ones, so I didn't feel the need to collect them all. So I just got this one more so then I can just play all of them on a CD without having to skip to different CDs. Then I got this, it's basically a greatest hits from Kiss, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It has Strutter, Deuce, Hotter Than Hell, Rock and Roll All Night, a lot of good ones on here. And yeah, I like having just simple things like this just so I can remember Kiss in a cool way. And lastly, before we get to my special CDs, we have the Blues Brothers. Yeah, I really liked them back in the day. I mean, they're all about Chicago, and I live in Chicagoland area. So yeah, this is basically, if you're from Illinois, I feel like you kind of have to get this one. Alright, so next is going to get into all of my Drake and Tyler, the Creator CDs. We'll start with Drake, just because I know you guys want the finale to be Tyler. And yeah, I have basically every single one up to Views. Just because I don't think he made CDs of the other ones, but I definitely am gonna have to pick them up. Yeah, so I got So Far Gone, Thank Me Later, which has a special spot in my heart just because this is what really got me into listening to music. Take Care, another classic. Then we also have Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading it, It's Too Late. And last, and what's probably least, is Views. But it still has a special spot in my heart because, I mean, I went to the concert during the Views tour, so yeah, I mean, it definitely still has some meaning to me. One more thing before we get to the Tyler ones, I also have this Pharrell In My Mind one. I love this album a lot. It's very cool. It has a lot of classic sounds from that early 2000s era. And yeah, this is awesome. Alright, now to the Tyler ones. We're going to start with the OF one, which is the OF tape, as you can see, volume 2, with Lucas on it. You got the hand on the back, and if you actually open up the inside, you got the different body parts. The eyes, the ears, and I believe the nose is the next one. Yep, and then the CD, always very cool with the donut there. And yeah, I found this in a CD store, and I was super excited when I saw it. I thought that was so cool that they had it, because they didn't have many things like this in there. Then we're gonna go to Wolf, which I actually got pretty recently, and yeah, I really love this one. Favorite album, probably ever. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's definitely in my like top 3 at least. And yeah, I love this one. Everything about Wolf's CD is very cool too. All the pictures in it and stuff, very cool. And yeah, I mean, it's something I really have to have. I do not actually have Goblin because I searched for them, like I was saying, in stores, and if I don't find them in there, then I don't get them. I have found them actually in stores before, but they're the ones that, they're not the deluxe album, so they're missing a couple songs, so I didn't really want those ones. So I kept them moving on those. Next is gonna be Cherry Bomb. I believe I got this on release day, and yeah, I was really excited for this. The covers on all the Cherry Bomb ones are so cool to me. And yeah, this is the one they had at the moment. they didn't really have any other ones at the time, so I had to get this one. Then I think last year I found this CD, Cherry Bomb again, but this cover. And yeah, I had to get this one just because it's the classic cover, and yeah, I was super excited to get this. And yeah, I have no regrets whatsoever for buying it twice. These are some of the other covers as well. And yeah, I'd love to collect all the different covers. I would really like to do that. And moving on to the fact that I do collect different covers, and that is, last but not least, I'm gonna show them at the same time. I got both of the Flower Boy covers. I was super excited when I saw there was 2 covers. I knew already I'm buying both covers. And yeah, I got these from both of the album bundles actually, and it just conveniently worked out where I got the different covers. Yeah, it's crazy how long it's been since Flower Boy came out. I mean, that was quite a while ago now. That's gonna do it for this collection video, guys. Let me know down below, what CDs did you really like? What CDs did you think were weird? Yeah, let me know your thoughts on my collection, basically. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video as well, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more Golfway news, pickups, and more random videos like this one right here. And this is Shuttleboy, the best Golfway YouTuber ever. I'm out, guys. Peace.